Well, hello again, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And good evening. Welcome to another Jimmifloyd reaction video. This time we have got, thanks to Wrestlelamia, 11 reasons why millions have stopped watching. Millions and millions have stopped watching WWE. That's what we'll look at today. So thank you. The first video did go quite well. We got a few new subscribers. Thank you, Fiona and Alan. Thank you, Alan. I hope you're doing well. You and the family are doing well. Likewise, Fiona. Hope you and Kai are doing very well. So yeah, I kind of still, well, I'm still definitely a fan of wrestling. The WWE, I would be one of the millions who have stopped watching. So this will be an interesting one for me to see what their take is on why the likes of myself have stopped watching WWE. Used to watch it all the time. I have done a few watch-alongs on the channel, but anyway, I won't waffle. We'll get to the video, and maybe I'll waffle through it, and afterwards, because yeah, I'm certainly one of those people who have stopped watching. So I'd like to see what reasons Wrestlelamia have. Wrestlelamia, a very good channel, so check it out if you're a wrestling fan. But yeah, how's about we let's just get to the video, see what it has to say. And that is my own screen, so we want this one. We want this one. Let's go.
All
Let's
knew
see.
there was something missing, something
Might
very
turn that
important.
down.
That would be all of you, our fans.
There he is, Vinnie Mac. Let me turn that down a little
The
bit.
WWE Universe.
Wrestling seems to be enjoying a comeback with weekly wrestling shows airing Monday
Does
through
it?
Friday, ranging from big promotions like
Does it?
AEW and WWE to smaller promotions such as Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and MLW. So
I mean, I don't really watch any. As I say, some people will have seen me do the watch-alongs, along with one myself and most with Mr. Douglas. But yeah, apart from pay-per-views, I haven't watched a weekly in a long time. AEW, oh my goodness, this is a bad one. I could waffle for ages about wrestling here, but I do have work very soon, so we got to kind of keep this one short. AEW I did want to get into. I watched the first week of it, didn't return for the second week. I know what's going on pretty much all the time with them, but yeah, it's not for me, AEW. But that is another video in itself. Let's go. I've already taken your time, and we've not even seen the first reason. Let's go.
why are fans tuning out of the WWE? What's creating this steady decline in world wrestling entertainment?
Thank you
Well,
again,
join us
everyone
as
who watched the
WrestleLamia
first
looks at
video.
11 reasons
First
why
reaction
fans
video.
are turning off the WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling.
And yes, if you are enjoying any of the videos, do as they are saying, please feel free to give the video a like and do subscribe. Thank you again, everyone who has subscribed so far and given the video likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, dear me. I pressed the spacebar on the wrong display. Here we go. What?
Videos and follow us
Here
on
we go.
Facebook for exclusive lists.
We used to see things eye to eye, and then somewhere along the way, it all went wrong, and I'm trying
Perfect for a whiny heel, Seth Rollins. Perfect for a whiny
to
heel.
figure out why.
Number 1, a worthless women's division. The WWE can boast about its women's
Okay.
revolution and how the company has come a long way from the deep.
I mean, I certainly have my thoughts on the women's revolution. The women's, oh dear. Nowhere near as great as it's made out to be. But again, that could be a video in itself. So I'm going to try and keep it short.
And while the days of Playboy pillow fights and bra and panty matches seem to be over, the WWE continues to treat its female athletes as an afterthought. Whether it's female performers disappearing for weeks at a time, the WWE randomly pairing.
Oh lord, yeah, I saw what I saw, because she was in the tag team with Alexa Bliss. This is Nikki Cross, Nikki Storm. Absolutely loved her in ICW. But yeah, I did see her with the playing a little cartoon superhero type thing. So, but I've not seen it, but I saw the picture and all. And also Viper. Yeah, I saw Viper. They kind of pretended she'd never been on NXT UK. With Lana, is it? No. It was not to face Eva Marie's return. So yeah, hopefully Viper does find something a bit better than that. But yeah, we'll watch this video.
Women into tag teams, and yes, we do know the WWE does this with its men. That doesn't count as treating the men and women equally, or a lack of building new stars. The women's division is pretty awful. Other than Bayley, it's difficult to think of any female performer who's been booked well. Raw's women's division went into cruise control once Becky Lynch took time off for maternity leave, despite the presence of Shayna Baszler, Asuka, and the opportunity
Love
to
Asuka.
pull up NXT
She's great.
standouts such as
So's
Rhea
Rhea
Ripley.
Ripley.
Just remember the time that Shayna plowed through about 5 women in the Elimination Chamber match? What happened to that? How did WWE not carry on that dominance?
I mean, probably going off WWE, nothing happened. She probably did that and then didn't feature at all afterwards. That's probably what happened, but I don't know.
Well, no matter how much Stephanie McMahon brags that the WWE pushes its female wrestlers as much as the males, the weekly product says otherwise.
Water and Shayna Baszler. No, and
No. Did she mean to do that? I think she might have meant to do that. Did she? I don't know.
Otherwise.
Water and Shayna Baszler. No, and Nia Jax slips. It happened again to Nia.
Nah, that's planned. That's planned. That's planned. That wasn't an accident. I thought it looked a bit fake.
Doesn't make up for a year of
The hair whip on the end of this. At the end of this.
Did you miss that paper?
Yeah, the women's division. Okay, that's their first reason. I don't know if it is it a reason why Moens have stopped. I think people had tuned out before then. Oh no, I think it keeps falling in numbers, doesn't it? But okay. Well, that's their first one. Yeah, the women's wrestling for me, it's not great at all. There's a few: Sasha Banks, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
Match between 2 of your favorite wrestlers.
So what's this?
Chances are you won't
Rematches.
have
That
to
is a
worry,
bad
because
thing.
The WWE will air it the next day on Raw.
Way
or
too
a few
many.
days later on SmackDown. That's only the beginning though, as the WWE repeats the same bout a few more times before airing it again on pay-per-view. The WWE's
That's one of the they have the matches on like Raw and SmackDown. And you've seen them so many times, and then it'll be a pay-per-view. So we've already seen this so many times. And yeah, the wrestlers will face off against each other on Raw or SmackDown, leading up to the pay-per-view. What are you doing? You used to have they would maybe be in tag matches, but it was mainly segments and promos, etc. With the occasional they'd get in a tag match maybe on the go home Raw SmackDown thing, and oh my goodness, the atmosphere in those tag matches was insane. But these days they're in one-on-ones and all the time. I mean, I know when they announced the Cesaro and Sheamus Best of 7 series, myself and Mr. Doug was like, oh, for goodness sake, here we go, this is going to be terrible. But in fair, that one actually worked, because out of it came the Bar, which, great tag team, but let's go.
The recycling program is a testament
the
to the
recycling matches,
it's WWE creative. Rematches can be exciting when done properly, whether it's adding a stipulation to a subsequent match or bringing in a tag partner.
I never want to see Randy Orton versus Fiend Bray Wyatt again.
The same wrestlers competing with the same results is a formula for failure when it comes to wooing fans.
Yeah, they went for months, didn't they, Drew and Randy? They went on for months, but I don't know what happened in the weekly. I watched the pay-per-views. I enjoyed their pay-per-view matches, but they went for months.
Number 3, breaking up good.
The Bar, but yeah, again, so I don't have YouTube Premium, so we will have to watch a bit of the ads here. But yeah, break out good teams. They certainly do that.
But never has there been such an explosion of teams splitting up. Breaking up tag teams is a time-honored tradition in professional wrestling, as it's been used to effectively set up big feuds with the intent of creating 1 or 2 single stars from that team. When done right,
they were good.
Tag team split
Evolution were good.
Riveting drama as fans watch friends turn into foes. Well, the problem, like many WWE storylines, is a lack of planning and follow-up. There have been numerous instances of badly booked breakups, including the Iconics and Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, that Heavy Machinery one, because what's his name? Oh my goodness, what's his name? The one on left, he won the Money in the Bank, didn't he? They split them up, and then they did nothing. Tucker? No. Oh goodness, I don't know. But he won Money in the Bank, and then they did nothing with him, but split up a tag team. Oh, Enzo and Cass, maybe? Although they were starting to get annoying at the time they split them up, and then became very annoying and very bad on their own.
In the Iconics
a number of good tag teams. Iconics? split up and now both released? Both have both been released, or one of them? I think both have been released now.
He wanted to push Peyton Royce as a single star, but that never happened. Instead, she was inexplicably paired with Lacey Evans. Why would you split up an established tag team that could help the women's tag team division only to form an inferior team? Even worse, the
that makes no sense. Lacey Evans is terrible. Terrible.
The tag team quickly became overshadowed by Evans' feud with Charlotte Flair. As for Heavy Machinery, the WWE had a popular team that provided a mix of power wrestling and comedy, then split them up when Tucker turned heel.
Oh my God!
Tucker turned heel, yeah.
Tucker just clocked his best friend with the briefcase.
While it's questionable how much interest the fans would have had watching the two men fight, they never gave him a chance as Tucker was drafted to Raw. Number 4, ignoring fan favorites. Now, we've talked about the WWE splitting up popular teams, but the problem goes even deeper than that. The WWE's refusal to push wrestlers that fans get behind, whether they're...
Yeah, they don't like it, do they? When fans get behind people that they've not picked to get the push, they really don't like that. Daniel Bryan was like, I don't know about that Daniel Bryan one. Controversial. I do not enjoy the yes movement, and that's Diego Sanchez's thing. That is Diego Sanchez's thing.
Their faces or heels has never been more apparent.
I don't like people get over. I know Daniel Bryan was much more than just a chant.
Work with Bobby Lashley helped Lashley complete his journey from poorly pushed uppercard wrestler to monster main eventer. It's doubtful many fans saw Cedric Alexander.
They were great Hurt Business.
Benjamin getting strong thanks to their inclusion in the Hurt Business. Naturally, the WWE split the group up just when they were going over strong. The Hurt Business is the biggest.
MVP is MVP, one of the best theme songs. I loved his entrance.
Example of popular wrestlers who've been thrown on the scrap heap, but there are others, including main eventer Braun Strowman and undercard stars such as Ricochet.
Oh dear, they did that
King
to him and
Corbin,
then fired him.
And Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 5, pathetic payoffs. We've all heard the phrase, it's not so much about
There's been plenty of them, plenty of them.
Journey. And in some respects, this applies to storytelling. However, no matter how good the build-up for a story is, fans expect a substantial payoff.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one, Mandy Rose, and why can I not remember this guy's name? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. But yeah, this was quite a cool little storyline. I can't say his name, but his storyline with Mandy Rose, it was quite enjoyable.
When it comes time to executing a feud or ending one, let's look at the two examples of the biggest potential money feuds that had
there we see it, Fiend and Randy Orton. Never again, please. Never again, please.
The Golden Role Models team of Bayley and Sasha Banks. The two gelled well as two arrogant heels that fans knew were going to eventually end up fighting. While they were forced to drag this feud out longer than anyone wanted, rumor has it they were hoping to have fans at 2020 SummerSlam, and when they didn't happen, that kept the feud going. And while that's excusable, the WWE painted themselves into a corner when they finally had Bayley turn on Sasha Banks, putting the two in a Hell in a Cell.
The main four, like Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, when she returns, they kind of have to just keep going between those ones, because the rest are way off, and I'm not even that convinced about it. Charlotte is very athletic, but Becky Lynch gets on my nerves. Becky Lynch really gets on my nerves, and Charlotte's like, it's too much, calm down. So, yeah, but that's back to the original point, the women's division, women's wrestling.
Match for their first match.
Oh, sorry, but this Hell in a Cell, this is repetition. Hell in a Cell should not be a pay-per-view. There should maybe be a Hell in a Cell every... I don't know. Is one a year even too much? Is one Hell in a Cell too much? It should be the biggest payoff, the biggest, like, blood feud. There's no other way to end the match other than a Hell in a Cell. It should not be a pay-per-view. So, one Hell in a Cell, maybe every 2 years. I don't know. It should be a rare match, but they ruined that. They ruined Hell in a Cell in a spectacle. It used to be if the match got announced that we're going to be a Hell in a Cell, the fans would go wild. Whereas now, it's just another match, isn't it? Ruined it, which is a shame. That again, that's a repetition. Reason why millions stopped watching.
As fans know, Hell in a Cell is usually where feuds end. So when Banks beat Bayley, there was nowhere for the feud to go, and they took the cheap way out by Bayley saying she'd fight Banks again, but only when she was ready and on her terms. The next fizzled feud was The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Despite The Fiend's pinfall loss to Goldberg at 2020 Super Showdown, Bray Wyatt's demonic doppelganger had been booked strongly.
Go
so the
away,
WWE
Goldberg.
cleverly booked the
Go
10-man Firefly
away.
Inferno match, thus giving Orton a way to beat The Fiend without pinning him or making him submit. Afterwards, the WWE teased The Fiend's return.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt just needs to stay away from Randy Orton. Randy Orton has destroyed him, didn't he? Burnt his house down. Did he destroy Sister Abigail? Broke up the Wyatt family. Took his title at WrestleMania. And then even as The Fiend, Randy made a joke of him. It just,
And managed to keep fans guessing when he'd return for revenge. Incredibly, they didn't have The Fiend return until Fastlane, setting up a high-profile match for WrestleMania 37.
So bad.
The match was
So
anticlimactic
bad.
as it could be, with Bliss
It was
turning
terrible.
on The Fiend and Orton pinning The Fiend clean
This.
in just 5 minutes. Not to mention with
dear.
just one RKO. Fans are still wondering what happened at WrestleMania to cause The Fiend to lose. Did Alexa Bliss find a way
Did
to
it ever
rob
get
The Fiend of his
explained?
powers? Did he have somewhere he needed to be in 10 minutes? Pathetic payoffs to promising programs are another way to anger and alienate
Wait, they never explained that? Oh
the
dear.
audience. Number 6, poor planning. The WWE's writers have a number of problems ranging from laziness to having to deal with
I don't think
desperate
they do
fans with
plan.
pure
I think the
mind
problem is
that
they do
seeks to
not
change
plan.
things with no apparent rhyme or reason. This means that even the best of ideas tend to run into obstacles when it comes to creating long-term storylines, an essential element of keeping fans tuned in every week. One of the biggest examples of WWE's poor planning is Otis's unlikely and downright
I kind of like that match, that Money in the Bank one, where they were wrestling through the tower. And wait, it was in that pay-per-view, but it wasn't the ladder match. Where Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles ended up in Vince's office. Were they part of this Money in the Bank match, or was that just a different match? I don't know. I enjoyed it either way, seeing the WWE tower.
2020. The angle, while surprising, was a good direction
that was
for
just
Otis, a character who'd gotten
Otis! But it's not Otis Redding. Is he just called Otis? Otis, something, I don't know. But Otis, there we go.
To his storyline romance with Mandy Rose. However, as the months went on, it became clear they had no idea what to do with Otis having the briefcase in his possession.
Lot and Otis.
They ran an
I actually
overbooked
like The
angle
Miz.
where
I
The Miz
really
won the
like The
briefcase
Miz.
Thanks to a meaningless heel turn by Otis's partner Tucker.
That was
Thankfully,
so bad! He was like hanging at the ropes for a good minute, going, okay, you're meant to hit me with the briefcase, you're meant to hit me. Oh! That was so bad!
Mileage out of The Miz winning the briefcase, but Otis winning it was poorly thought out, and the feeble follow-up damaged his character, as well as the fans' already shaky faith in the WWE's capability at crafting long-term storylines. Number 7, boring feuds. We've already looked at the WWE's difficulties in
everything's boring.
satisfactory payoffs for its storylines, but feuds deserve a mention for the WWE's difficulty in managing them. They occasionally get a feud on the
I mean, it would be difficult. Think how many years it's been going, and it's on every week, 2 shows. It would be difficult to come out with interesting feuds all the time. So it would be tricky. It would be tricky, but still, you expect better.
Such as 2020's Orton versus Edge feud. However, the WWE doesn't understand the basic outline of any drama. Like Banks versus Bayley, they put Edge and Randy Orton in a last man standing match for their first encounter, then expected fans to see them wrestle to see who the best wrestler was in the greatest match ever.
That just makes no
Fans also
sense.
find themselves frustrated by
Yeah.
the lack of interesting
Like, save a last man standing for if they go to the second and third pay-per-view. Not the first, as I say, first encounter. That's just daft.
undercard feuds. Number 8, awful announcing.
Okay.
The WWE has more than a wrestling problem. It has
The
an
commentary
announcing
has been
problem, as
bad for
fans debate
years.
What's worse, the product in the ring or the men calling the
Oh,
action?
sorry, that
Cole
is a
isn't
cat.
as
That's
much
a cat
awful
pressing
as he is
keys.
consistently mediocre. Cole is the epitome of someone who phones it in, relying on cliches. Corey Graves has his moment. But
Wait,
like any
wait,
potentially
hang on.
entertaining announcer,
What has he done? What has happened here? Sorry, Kitty. Oh, sorry. I think... What's he done? Oh, Kitty, no. No. This is a problem. I do this live. I do it as a live stream and then make it public. But yeah, sorry, the cat just came over and completely ruined it. Thank you, Director Kitty. But yeah, I make it. It's a live stream that I then make public.
Can't help but
But
wonder
I'm
if
gonna
Vince McMahon
have to
has
keep
him
hold
wearing
of the
a
mouse and
shot vest that
keyboard now,
sets off if
Kitty.
he gets
Thank you very
too
much for doing
creative.
that.
Samoa Joe was a welcome addition to Raw, so naturally they got rid of him. Thankfully, there's a glimmer of hope on SmackDown.
What's he doing commenting? He should be a wrestler. He should be still in the
Thanks
ring.
to the addition of Pat McAfee. The downside is there's no telling whether Vince McMahon will grind the former NFL star's performance down to the level of the other WWE.
Yeah, the Vince in your ear, it would be a difficult job having Vince constantly screaming at you down the ear.
WWE announcers. Number 9, corny comedy. For wrestling fans, there are few things as bad as trying to get a friend to check out wrestling only to have the WWE make its latest.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. There's kind of a few things that I think that they've not said yet, but wait and see. There's still, like, what, 2 more to go? So what's this? Comedy, the comedy, yeah.
The comedy. Whether it's Riddle riding around on his stupid scooter, the New Day throwing tomatoes at Elias and Jackson Riker, or Nia Jax falling on her ass when she's not potatoing opponents, there are plenty of reasons for potential fans to tune out and regular fans to
The
turn
cat is
red
trying to
with
take over again.
embarrassment. They have enough trouble writing wrestling and should work on improving the wrestling product before.
What is it? They're always, like, dropping, like, covering people and stuff. It's Vince, isn't it? It's childish toilet humor.
Comedy. It's next to impossible for wrestlers to pull off the comedy bits that DX, The Rock, and even Stone Cold Steve Austin pulled off during.
I hate the DX return in like 2007, 8 type thing. That was so bad. But this was great. Like the Rock Stone Cold with Vince in the hospital. That, oh my goodness, that is a classic segment. That they were great at this time. But yeah, they can't really do comedy these days. Is so bad. Cringe-worthy bad.
Because the product was PG-13.
There's Booker T and Stone Cold in the supermarket.
Number 10, failing to promote television and pay-per-views. Is the WWE afraid to let fans know which matches to expect, otherwise risking fans tuning out before a Raw or a pay-per-view airs? Why else wouldn't the WWE promote television matches ahead of time? Fans like to know what's coming up on TV or pay-per-view rather than just tuning in and hoping for the best. Building up matches also makes the matches seem even more important because if they're getting behind them.
Again, I couldn't say because I don't watch to know what their build's like, so I couldn't say about this point.
The wrestlers are talking them up. There's a feeling they mean something. A part of the problem is that the WWE feels its pay-per-views largely sell themselves. The second is that Vince McMahon rewrites the WWE.
I think the reason they maybe if they got lazy with promoting is because of the network. So they know people are paying for the network. So why do they need to promote it when people are already paying? You pay that, what, $9.99 a month, £10, whatever it is a month, and you get the pay-per-view. I also think that's a big reason why it's got so poor, because they kind of have got lazy. They used to have to, the weekly shows were meant to build the pay-per-view, which is where they got, you know, not all their money, but people were buying pay-per-views at like £40, £50 a pop. So their stories had to be great to entice people to buy the pay-per-views. Now they don't really have that incentive because people have bought the network already. So you don't really need to build the pay-per-view because people, if they're paying for the network, they're going to get the pay-per-view. So yeah, so that kind of ties two things together: why millions to start watching, and yeah, the lazy promoting and booking. They don't need to. They don't need to because of the network.
Honcho decides to change things a minute before the show. And number 11, the WWE's reputation. Now,
so this is their last point.
The WWE universe is tuning out. The WWE's sketchy business practices. As more.
Oh wait, so did we do this in the wrong? So was this in order? Are they saying the main reason people left is because of the women's division? Or is this the main reason? Or is this video in no particular order? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
People support or boycott businesses with disreputable reputations. It's understandable why people wouldn't want to support the WWE. The company's
the video, though.
list of bad
I'm just
behavior
gonna
includes its ongoing business arrangement with
give 'em a little
Saudi
like.
Arabia, its mass releases and firings in 2020 during the pandemic, what some observers saw as sloppy safeguards during the pandemic, them demanding that its wrestlers turn over their third-party deals such as Cameo to it for its own monetization, or labeling wrestlers as
WWE being picky again and controlling.
Employees, fans just can't stomach supporting a promotion that treats its wrestlers and workers so poorly. This may be one of the lesser factors for fans tuning out, but it's a reason for some. But there you have it, guys, 11 reasons why fans are turning off WWE. Do you guys agree or disagree with the points? Let us know in the comments down.
I'll just leave that there to promote Wrestlelamia, because obviously this is their video that I'm using. But yeah, a good video. I gave it like this. So yeah, 11 points is... I don't really have time for this, because I'm about to start work. I don't know if this will be going public tonight or tomorrow, because it needs to process, etc. But I think, for me, I think the biggest one of the biggest reasons that people have stopped watching is just the change in like culture and the way people get media these days. So WWE was at its most popular in the like late 90s, early thousands, and a lot of it was like Crash TV, when TV shows like Jerry Springer, and there was a few other shows like that, South Park, for example. Just that's what people were watching, and like Raw Attitude Era was perfect for that. So times change. Like nothing's gonna ever be as things go through peaks. Like any type of, well, football's been the most popular sport for quite a time, but the other ones like MMA went hugely popular. Now I don't know. Then it kind of people lose interest thing. Same with music. Hip hop was the music in the late 90s, early thousands. Not so much now. So everything changes. Everything culture and pop culture all changes every couple of years. But also for wrestling, like in a short space of time, if you think about who they lost the reason we watch the characters, the best characters. They lost the likes of Stone Cold, The Rock, Brock Lesnar. Then left, went to MMA. But then you've got the likes of the Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. They all left within the same short space of time of like The Rock, Austin, Brock. Then you all said, sadly, tragically, Eddie Guerrero passed away, and the Chris Benoit. Yeah, we all know about the Chris Benoit incident. So all those things happened in a short space of time, and with that you got the CTE thing. One moment here. It's like all the top stars, they all kind of left for different reasons. Within less than a 10-year period, all the top attractions left. The product change, it went PG. Raw became 3 hours. Way too much. There's a lot more. As I say, I could go on for ages about why WWE people don't watch it anymore and just wrestling in general. I do have work very soon, so I'm going to try and keep it short. But yeah, what was this? So a good video there from Wrestlelamia. A good channel. So yeah, like myself, if you did enjoy my video, give it a like and subscribe. Check out Wrestlelamia as well. There were some other points there, like I say, the top wrestlers leaving. Then just the way we watch things changed. Like who's watching this video watches TV. I haven't had a TV nor sat down and watched TV for years and years now. Everything I do is online thing. So the whole way we consume things changed. People like things shorter now, shorter attention span. Then you got the likes of like Netflix, etc., YouTube. So everything just changed, and I just realized I've got my collar wrong. Oh no, I don't. I thought it was all wrong. But yeah, like just people change, and the times and interest and fads. No, not fads, phases, because it was longer than that. But everything goes around in not circles. I don't know. I'm terrible at explaining things. So yeah, I think I will shut up and stop trying to explain it. But yeah, the main reason for me wasn't on that list, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that there. I'll probably check out a few more Wrestlelamia videos, react to them. So, it was Tom, wasn't it? Tom was saying, and yeah, Alan, thank you so much for subscribing there. Tom was like, best comebacks in football history. So I'll have a look and see if I can find that. Again, if anyone has anything else they'd like me to react to, feel free. I do various interests, so it's not just going to be all the same type thing. A bit of variety channel, as I was saying with Joe, doesn't hurt. So no, these reactions aren't going to be for everyone. But yeah, for those of you who are enjoying them, thank you so much. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to react to. Can be anything. Can it be any type material? Not material, but subject, content. Not any material, within reason. But yeah, just let me know, and we'll do that. And yeah, hopefully I'll be on over the weekend for getting back to the FIFA series, because dear, I am missing that. There we go. There is 11 reasons why millions have stopped watching WWE. So I was a bit all over the place. It's just kind of difficult doing it for work in a rush. So, yeah, my thoughts might not be very good there, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will have more reaction videos coming up. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some online live streaming over the weekend. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, and goodbye for now, folks. Thank you, and bye-bye.